what's the Gen Z, the Generation Alpha? Sometimes we feel that we are living in a gap. This gap between us and the coming generations, or the new generations, I think it's a must, and it's their right and our duty to fill this gap. Let's understand what's these terms and how to get more involved into their new language. To shed more light on this, we are very much delighted to have with us Dr. Maha Mahgoub, our human development expert. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Maha.
Thank you.
What's Gen Z? Please let me know what's going on around us, because every now and then we are faced with new terms which for us as a generation very difficult even to understand.
Gen Z, those generations who born from mid-90s to late 2000, and in that area or that time, that the time of the new technology, new internet, new smart devices. So when they have born, they used to use these technological devices, activities, internet, so they are more different than other generations such as baby boomers or Gen X, so they are completely different.
So, meaning that the new technologies and social media and stuff like that changed their lives and changed their way of thinking, changed their way they look at things and they look at people, and if yes, how?
Yes, of course, they have changed their life, their way of living, how to live, how to interact with society, how to interact with their families, teachers, and everything. They have speed thinking, they have creativity, innovations, they depend on using technology. Maybe they are different than other generations, such as X generation, and they used to use technology, social media, other social media devices and platforms. They acquire knowledge from these technological platforms. So their thinking and problem solving, they are completely different than other generations.
Amen to that. But unfortunately, there are many parents who are saying that all what you've been talking about, unfortunately, has a negative impact more than a positive impact. And they said that those devices and technologies and you name it made this gap I mentioned in my introduction, and also made even the new generations very much rebellious. And I mean, they do not obey or even how I'm gonna put it, listening well to their parents and knowing well that their pieces of advice can change their lives to the better.
Now, now generations of Gen Z, their families, their parents, teachers, they most of them comes from Gen X. Gen X, those people who born in the middle of 70s till late of 80s. So at that time, maybe we didn't have internet technology and so on. So there is a huge conflict of interest, miscommunication between all generations and Gen Z. Therefore, for parents and teachers and all the people, they might have a mutual communication channel, such as social platforms such as Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and they can meet in the middle point. Just each one of them has to know what's his rights and responsibilities to each other. With each other, and after that maybe they can agree, or maybe they can learn from some technology, or how to use or how to deal with technology.
But we were living the atmosphere of the holy month of Ramadan and then Al-Eid. Well, Dr. Maha, instead of visiting you at home and saying congratulations and wish you a happy Eid, it's just a message on social media. It's just saying happy Eid, or sending an emoji, and that's it. And this is preventing us from this very warm relations we had before. And unfortunately, when a parent, a mom or a dad, asking her child to go with her to visit her grandma, for example, or relatives, oh, why? Just send them a message on social media and that's it. How this can be very harmful to our relations as a as family members.
Yes, this is the negative side of using technology and social media. That, of course, affected the social relationship between friends, families, and everyone. And as old people, they might or they have to rebuild the social connection between friends, families, keep visiting, inviting some peoples on iftar, going out instead of sending emoji or photos, happy Ramadan, happy New Year, happy Eid, and so on. So all of us, we have to recognize how to reconnect families again, friendship, everyone, to have alive social activities between them.
Sir Maha, I feel that even the vocabulary is different. You know, some parents are even complaining that they do not understand the terminology their children or their even teen daughters and sons are using. I mean, to what extent do you think that the gap reached this point that I cannot even understand the terms used by my own son?
Yes, of course, you are right, because they are using different terminologies than all generations. So I think social media can bridge the gap between all generations and Gen Z and Alpha. They might have mutual communication, mutual interactive. Why not, if they have a good terminology, so we can use it, so we can speak the same language of them. And at the same time, we don't send them a negative message that you have to keep the old traditions and norms. No, we have to cope with the new technology, new generations, new thinking, new problem solving, creative ideas. So we have to have mutual interaction between all generations and Gen Z and Alpha.
Who should come closer to the other, the new generation or the old generation?
Actually,
We should meet in the middle.
Actually, of course, the old generations, they present the initiatives because they are interested to keep the distance between them and the younger generations, so they can start. Because young generations, they don't listen to families, parents, teachers, so they might think that they are old-fashioned, or so they are not.
This was my common question, Dr. Maha, regarding the role of the educational institutions. And here I mean, of course, the schools and even universities after that. In your opinion, to what extent that the education institutions can play a role in the lives of our new generation, particularly when it comes to the new technology they use daily?
Yes, of course. Now we have seen that the educational system, even the work environment, have been changed after coronavirus and after arising the artificial intelligence. So everything become very speedy, very active. So integration between old and traditional methods of education and new educational systems such as interactive learning, online learning, research, maybe the people can conduct some, or the children, maybe they can conduct some researches to know more information and knowledge. So nowadays the knowledge is available for everyone, speed. Of course, for example, if you use the chat GPT, when you ask the chat GPT about anything, in seconds you get what you need. So it's a really, it's a revolution. So all generations have to cope with the new artificial intelligence, new technologies, in order to live or interact with other generations.
And when it comes to tomorrow, tomorrow is the digital transformation future and digital economy, green economy, you name it. Do you think that this is the way we should be prepared for the future, to be all the time in contact with all what's new?
Yes, due to the digital transformation, everything have been changed. Now we can find Banks turned into digital banking. Education turns into e-learning. Even work, sometimes they have hybrid or maybe flexible working hours. So using technology and digital transformation is a must. And actually it's very important because future jobs will be vanished because of using digital transformation, because of using artificial intelligence. So all people have to cope with the new transformation of technology using artificial intelligence, everything, because it's very, very fast move and fast development. So everyone should cope with the new technology transformation.
Dr. Maha, one final question. Since you're an expert in that, when it comes to new technology in general, you think that its positive side is bigger and much bigger than its negative side, or they are equal, or unfortunately the negative side is very much worrying about the future, and we should take care of every step we go into this journey because it's really dangerous and we are surrounded with challenges?
It depends how to use this technology. If you take the positive impact of using technology, maybe we have self-learning, we have continuous development, we have to learn more about new technologies, how to use artificial intelligence, how to develop ourselves, how to develop our work environment. This is the positive side. But on the other hand, we have negative sides, such as isolating social norms and social relationship between family members, peers, friends, and everyone. So, or using technology, for example, for hacking or doing bad businesses via technology. So it has both sides. It depends which side you select.
Dr. Maha, thank you very much. As usual, I enjoyed our discussion, and I'm going to leave you with the promise to see you again in more episodes of our program.
Thank you.
Right after the short break, I'm going to return back with more. Stay tuned.